little late review. Let's do this. So, we got this handsome man today. We've got Cable, 6 scale collectible figure MMS 583 from Deadpool 2. Movie masterpiece, Hot Toys. So I finally got this guy. I waited a long time to order him. He was on sale for like 25% off, so I decided now is the time. And I finally got him. And I got home today and I was looking at him because he was sitting on my desk. And I was like, you know what? Let's talk about him. It's midnight. Let's talk about him because this will be fun. So here's the box. I already read to you what's on the front. Let's spin it around. You can see some Deadpool stuff. Again, it says the Cable stuff. Normal back warnings. More Deadpool stuff. It's not really my favorite box. Marvel boxes are usually a lot better than this. And I feel like it has something to do with the fact that this Cable figure feels kind of forced. I'm going to talk about it a lot more in this video. But I have mixed feelings about this guy. I feel like he was kind of an afterthought. I mean, he was an afterthought because he didn't even come out around the same time as the other figures. But this guy does feel a bit afterthoughty at the end of the day. Not saying that I hate him. I'm just saying I feel like... How do I put this? I feel like he wasn't as high up on their importance list when they put this guy out. So anyway, let's get the figure out. So here we have Cable. And I know you're probably wondering to yourself, did this guy come out a while ago? Why are we reviewing him now? The answer is because I just got him and I've waited long enough for him, so I guess I'll just talk about him. So, for starters, this guy is a hassle to put together, and we'll talk about that a bit more later on exactly everything. But man, is he a hassle to put together. He kind of feels almost like an afterthought, unlike most other Hot Toys where they're all together. Like you can see here that even what I've done, even with a bear on the back, I just fixed that too. They're already kind of like coming undone. But like I said, he kind of feels like an afterthought. It feels like they put like half the effort in. So some of it's really nice and some of it's really not. But overall, he's not bad. And again, we'll talk about him more. But this is just initial thoughts. So, with that out of the way, let's stop him from spinning and get a closer look. Camera does not do this guy justice. I had to adjust the light just because it was so dark. You couldn't really see any of the features that this guy's got going on here. But getting into it without knocking all of my lights over, just like I almost did. So when it comes to accessories, this guy I just fixed. So when it comes to accessories, a lot of them are just parts that he gets on. He's got his normal hands, his grabbing hands, his loose hands. The only accessory that he has that I do not have on him at the moment is this knife. Because I don't think he's got a spot for it, which is weird. Usually a character like this would have a knife holder. But these come separately. The two magazines there come separately. The gun, obviously, there's a grenade launcher here. There's a regular gun here. And this you put on. And if we turn him around, the plush, or I guess the plastic bear in this case, is also separate, along with the coat here. And we'll talk about that in a second. And the grenades up on his shoulder you have to put in as well. So there's a lot of finagling with this guy. Those go in easy. That goes in easy. These are a pain to try to deal with. This is fine. You just slide it over his wrist. But these, it was like little metal pieces, and it's a pain to bend them in any sort of way. But once you get him all done up in the costume, he looks great. The gun sits on there magnetically like it does in the movie. So you just take that off and put it back on. It sucks on there pretty easily. His head is on the come on, give me your skull. It's on the light, so you can light up his eye, which we'll get into when we talk about his head a little bit more. So there's 3 ways to display this guy. There's this way, which is the default way to display him. And then he's got the like the hooded poncho look, which is probably my favorite of the 3 ways to display him and how I'll have him displayed on my shelf. I'll obviously fix this up a little bit. It won't look as out of the way. And then there's one more way to display him, which I'm not quite sure why they did. And there's this way. I hope YouTube doesn't flag me for nudity on this one because we got a shirtless man on the camera. I don't think there's a single person that would display their Cable figure like this because A, it's not that annoying to take off, but you do have to like the shirt tucks in and you have to untuck it, and then I'm gonna have to retuck it back in just so I could have showed you this thing that I'll never use. I mean, I guess it shows off a lot of that mechanical detailing, which looks great, by the way. That mechanical detailing is really good. But I just don't see anybody using that. Like, because it makes everything looks a little bit more. It makes his head look big and his body look really small as well, which is another problem. I guess while we're here, let's talk about the head real quick. So the head is really good for the most part. You can definitely see the Brolin in there, and it's got that one lit up eye, which you can kind of see there. Kind of looks more like the light is reflecting off of an eyeball than a light up. So the light up is kind of worthless. It's not like Captain Marvel's lights where that's like really really bright, or I don't know, War Machine or Iron Man or Cyborg. This is just a single bright light lost in the sea of Brolin. But you can see it looks pretty good. It definitely looks like Cable from the old Deadpool. But like you can kind of see it from here that his head definitely looks a lot bigger than the body without the clothes on. So, with that out of the way, let's get some clothes on and let's show you how far this man bends. I'm just recording this in the background right now, but I feel like I'm putting like a shirt on a small child because it's stubborn and he doesn't want to wear it. And it's being a pain every time I think I have it. Like this is where I'm at right now. Like, get ready for school, buddy. You gotta get your shirt on, or you're gonna be late for school. I don't know why I even bother. This is why I never took the clothes off of my Darth Maul. I decided for strategic purposes and not because I'm too lazy to put it back on at this exact moment. I'm not gonna put the tactical vest back on him when I'm doing articulation. So I need to move my arm slightly more to the right here. Let's articulate. So the head, because it's on that joint, can swivel. And if you move it up a little bit, it'll look up. And it can look down, definitely. But it has that gap. So it's kind of hard to deal with. The arms are both separate and different. Focus. Focus. So they both go. So this one goes up that far. And because it's not seamless, it has a 90-degree bend. And it's got a good swivvy. It's not on a butterfly, I don't believe. Hand does what normal hand stuff does when this is not in the way. The other arm does exactly the same, except for it's metallic. It's like Buzz Lightyear.
I am Mrs. Nesbit. Snap out of it, Buzz!
I can't believe that just fell off. I'm so embarrassed. So his legs go up that far. Am I still zoomed in? That would explain so much. So I was wondering why everything. So his leg goes up that far. It goes back that far, which is about average. His knee bends really nicely. He's got a split cut boot here, so you can really get a range of motion on that foot. And then all in all, pretty posable guy. What do you think? I think I'm out of focus. So let me pop some clothes back on this guy, and I'll bring out some friends to compare him to. How about that? What do you think about that? Thanks for putting my arm back on, buddy. I feel good as new. Look at him go. He's a new fresh boy now. Oh, let's go get some friends. I'm so tired. So I realized I didn't have any other Deadpool 2 characters. I don't have any Deadpool characters in general other than him. And I don't have any X-Men. So I brought out the only thing that made sense. The other guy who's got a big weird gun and a robot arm. Say hello to friend Bucky Barnes. Wow, he's tall. Say hello to friend Bucky Barnes from Civil War. I do have the Falcon and the Winter Soldier one, but this one I think is my favorite. So Bucky's a bit taller. Sebastian Stan is kind of tall in real life, so I guess that makes sense. I don't know who else to compare this guy to. So just enjoy the two guys with silver arms who are angry. And that's comparisons. Congratulations, you've made it this far in the video. Would you like an award? I know you would. Here's your reward. Your reward is I'm going to wrap up the video now. All in all, not a bad release. I say release like it released just the other day. It's been probably about a year and a half now. And I waited a very long time for this guy to go on sale. I actually wasn't going to buy it until I was at my buddy's house and I saw his. And he still hasn't even taken it out of the box. But I saw it and I was like, man, I really want that. Especially now with the Wolverine coming out and a new movie coming out for Deadpool. Now would be the time to pick him up. I'd say he's pretty worthwhile, despite feeling kind of half-baked at times, where it feels like Hot Toys just got this guy out for the sake of getting him out. Let me know how you feel. If you have this guy, let me know. Oh, that's embarrassing. My spinning table is dead, which I just charged. So we'll just have him sitting there like that. So anyway, let me know how you feel. If you have him, let me know where he sits on your display and how much you like him or not. And if you don't have him, that's cool too, I guess. There's probably something I could say there. If you don't have him, then I hope this video swayed you whether you wanted to or whether you didn't want to buy it. Anyway, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you did. Thank you for enjoying it. I'm trying my best here at 12 o'clock at night to get these silly reviews. The next one will be a lot more relevant of a figure. No, it won't. I lied. The next one's going to be even less relevant of a figure. But if you're interested in these videos, please subscribe because I like making these videos and I like entertaining people enough to continue making them. So anyway, I've been me and you've been you. And that's the best we can do.